From ABC7 Los Angeles, here are today's headlines.
Today we're reporting 61 new cases. That means we had 101 new cases reported in the last 48 hours, and the total number of cases for COVID-19 here in LA County is 292. The median age for all of our cases is now about 47, and I'm going to start trying to present this data so that everyone can understand that the risk is spread across everybody who lives here in LA County, and that younger people, while they may have a better outcome if they're healthy, are in fact one of the largest groups of people that we have tested who are positive for COVID-19. And even if you're positive and you have mild illness, you can expose others, and that's something we want to avoid doing. Governor Newsom also announced yesterday evening a statewide order, stay at home. And I know it's confusing to see that there have been lots of orders, but I want to be clear that every one of these orders is aligned on the one key message. Everyone who's not an essential worker must stay home and only go out for essential activities. These orders direct the closures of all non-essential business establishments. This includes places like indoor malls and shopping centers, indoor and outdoor playgrounds, except for those in childcare centers, and all non-essential retail businesses and other businesses.
I would like to begin by announcing some important developments in our war against the Chinese virus. We'll be invoking the defense.
Please stop the prejudice and senseless violence against Asian people. Randomly beating elderly, sometimes homeless Asian Americans is cowardly, heartbreaking, and it's inexcusable.
We want to take a closer look now at the Defense Production Act, the Korean War-era law invoked by President Trump as part of his response to the coronavirus pandemic. Its purpose is to boost private industry production of supplies needed during this health crisis. The Defense Production Act was signed by President Truman amid concerns about manpower and equipment during the Korean War. It's been invoked multiple times since during emergencies, including blackouts, war, and hurricanes. The act allows the president to require companies to prioritize government contracts and orders seen as necessary for the national defense and to allocate the distribution of materials. The goal is to make sure the private sector is producing enough goods needed to meet a war effort or other national emergency. The number of cases is rapidly rising, creating an urgent need for medical supplies like masks for healthcare workers, as well as ventilators, gloves, and eye protectors. President Trump says his administration has ordered millions of masks, but we need millions more. The current pandemic is without precedent in so many ways, but modern American history does include a number of instances in which the federal government has invoked the Defense Production Act, including supplying military equipment during the Iraq War and food and bottled water shipments after the 2017 hurricane in Puerto Rico.
Cancellation. Another reschedule right here.
Alan Katz is an officiant and owner of the cute little wedding chapel in Long Beach.
The coronavirus has been devastating to the wedding industry. Now that there's no weddings, I mean, we're empty. I had to furlough some of my staff because there's nothing for them to do.
Katz has had to reschedule almost every wedding over the next 60 days.
The county clerk's office is closed and we can't get any marriage licenses to issue to couples.
Katz is still officiating mini weddings for couples who already had licenses at the cute little wedding chapel, but he sympathizes with couples who might feel robbed of their big day.
It's a big challenge, not just the monetary, but the emotional challenge that all these couples are going through when they dreamed that their wedding was going to be at a certain date, and now their wedding has to be rescheduled to a different date.
We had the 28th of this month on the books with our venue, and obviously been looking forward to it.
This bride and groom-to-be had to tell their family and friends from all over the world to cancel their trip at the very last minute, but they feel lucky.
Our venue has been just amazing at rescheduling.
DJ, photo, everyone in the wake of this, coronavirus is just very understanding.
While weddings are on hold in our area for the foreseeable future, 24 Carats Catering and Events isn't letting any food go to waste. These chefs behind me are cooking meals for their community.
So we have access to great purveyors and food sources that our community doesn't, and our promise to community and our clients has always been that we're going to feed them exceptional food, and the coronavirus outbreak actually hasn't affected that, which is awesome. It just looks a little bit different.
The Costa Mesa-based company is offering meals for pickup and home delivery in Orange County.
Trying to feed the community and just keep our people working.
In the midst of crisis, positivity is key.
If it happens next week or in 7 months, it's totally fine.
As cliche as it sounds, but love isn't canceled, you know what I'm saying?
For complete coverage, watch ABC 7 and get updated headlines anytime on abc7.com and the ABC7 Los Angeles app.